Travis Wayne Goodsell. I wanted to update you on the case. I have checked the docket on Pacer Maker, whatever it's called, and they resumed updating the dockets after midnight this morning. And sure enough, the judge did not respond before the weekend, and so there was no filing over the weekend either. We're likely good to go, as today is a federal holiday, for tomorrow to submit the recusal for summary judgment for the plaintiff, me, against the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And so I've got the motion printed out. I don't have it filled out yet, so I can show you without revealing my actual location. I will do a video where I will read the whole summary judgment motion, and I'll have it posted on YouTube before I leave tomorrow morning. I'll of course check before I post to make sure that they did not file in time. I'll be able to find out first thing in the morning. So we'll see. But this is huge, guys. The motion that I'm going to read in the video is a must watch. It is awesome. The only thing I can think of that Judge First is doing by completely ignoring me is that she got fired, and she's pissed for getting fired, and so she's using my case to get back at the judges for the church who were firing her from her case against the church. That's the only thing I can think of. If there's some other explanation other than dismissing me as a regular self-filer, or the fact that she's hoping to destroy everything through me, hoping that I would be smart enough to do what I am doing because of what she has done. Like I said, you've got to read this or listen to this when I give the video tomorrow. This is awesome. I've finished it. I've got to go over it for editing. Man, this, because I remind the court of the counts from the original case. I'll go over it with you. I'll reveal that much for you because that's already known. RICO Act, Section 4, 10 counts. U.S. Code 2381, treason, 5 counts. U.S. Code 2441, war crimes, 2 counts. RICO Act, the whole thing, 11 counts. So 21 counts for all of RICO. U.S. Code 7, this is bigamy, 2 counts. U.S. Code, deprivation of rights under color of law, 8 counts. U.S. Code, damage to religious property, obstruction of persons in the free exercise of religious beliefs, 4 counts. U.S. Code 249, hate crimes, 4 counts. That alone should tell you how corrupt the church is and how corrupt the government is for protecting and defending the church for these crimes. Mormons, you are not the true church if you are covering for the church's crimes. You are not on God's side if the church is committing crimes and you're out lying for the church. It's that simple. Go over my TWGV LDS playlist. There's all of the vlogs on the case. In the beginning, I go over the different accounts. I'm not sure if I got to all of them. Possibly. But I do go over at least most that are involved in explaining what the church did to me to get these charges. I mean, yes, they committed treason by what they did to me. They committed war crimes by what they did to me. And part of the war crimes is where we are today with this motion for a summary judgment because of the refusal to respond to my motion for recusal. And that's because the church had paid for services rendered all this time to the person responsible for the war crimes against me. Thus, the church, having ordered my arrest in 2008 and getting the government and the prosecution and attorney general to take the case on behalf of the church, it's just the dumbest thing any criminal could do. Everybody knows that once you commit a crime, you lay low. But again, everybody follows the money in an investigation, and the church should know that. But following the money, when I got out from being disappeared from Utah and the world for 6 years of my life, I found that the church had been paying this war criminal who committed war crimes against me. And after the hearing I had with Judge First on the 1st of November, when it was reported that she got fired because she allowed the church's case with Gaddy v. COP to continue, she didn't bother to inform me, but also had been notified that the church had been paying this war criminal, and that I was allowed to amend my case, my complaint, and that's when I found that after that hearing, the church tried to cover it up, and I showed the evidence in my motion for recusal, having notified in the second motion for service of process. And so, yeah, like I said, the only thing I can think of is Judge First is purposely hoping that I will destroy all of Utah with this case by her refusing. Because otherwise, what she has done, and I have to say that that's the appearance that gives off in the case, so I don't say that, yeah, we're working together, Judge, and we're going to get these vile Mormons. Obviously you can't do that. That's not a case. It's not a motion that's legitimate. So I can only report what is apparent, what has been done, and what hasn't been done. And so this is huge, guys. So stay tuned. Tomorrow morning, right after I do my laundry, I'll be able to take off to go downtown to deliver it. This is huge. I even put in a disclaimer at the end to try to prevent any further refusals to respond. But the request for relief that Judge First herself ordered that I put in my amended complaint involves taking everything from the church or having everything transferred to me from the church. Those two options. Because the church cannot be allowed to exist. I mean, we're talking treason, RICO, war crimes, bigamy, deprivation of rights, religious discrimination, hate crimes, and that's just against me. And so, I mean, the total number of counts, I mean, my goodness, 28, 38, 42, 46 in total, 46 counts against the church. And like I said, I will reveal the bombshell from this motion for summary judgment tomorrow morning. So stay tuned. It's awesome.